Welcome, beings of love and light, to a new moon special. We've got this new moon in Pisces. It's on the 27th of February, 4:44 p.m. Central Time, where I'm shooting this video. 12:44 a.m. Universal Time. This new moon in Pisces is a celestial gateway. One that dissolves the boundaries between the material and the mystical. Yes. One where the borders of the third dimension fade away. It is a sacred initiation into the unseen that is our spiritual essence. A sacred invitation into our intuition and our dreams, ushering in energies that ask us to surrender, trust, and flow with the tides of the universe. This is a time that allows for profound inner reflection and the planting of seeds for new beginnings that are aligned with our highest selves and the path that we shall take to embrace what is meant for us in this lifetime. So let's cover a little bit what is a new moon, as I always like to do in my new moon specials, just for those who are still a bit new to this. So a quick rundown here. A new moon is the first phase of the lunar cycle, occurring when the moon is positioned between the earth and the sun. At this time, the moon is cloaked in darkness as it merges with the solar energy, leaving it void of the reflection of the light from the sun. Symbolically, this phase represents beginnings, fresh starts, and the planting of intentions, a cosmic blank slate upon which we write our desires for the coming cycle. It is a time of introspection, renewal, and setting intentions for the future. New moons, they are the seed stage of manifestation, where our subconscious whispers the dreams we long to bring into reality. And as the moon grows in light over the following 2 weeks, so too does the energy behind these intentions, culminating at the full moon 2 weeks later, when they reach their peak expression. But while the 2-week cycle from a new moon to the full moon represents the initial manifestation phase, there's a deeper, more profound culmination that unfolds over a much longer cycle. That is this is not the 8-phase cycle, actually, but the 8-phase lunar cycle. This unfolds over 8 distinct phases. First of all, let's go over this. I forgot I wanted to go over this. The new moon, that's a time for setting intentions, new beginnings, right? And then we've got the waxing crescent, where it starts to get a little bit of light coming in. This is where we start taking initial action, gathering resources. This is the best time for doing this. The first quarter, this is a time of facing challenges, making adjustments to the plans that we had set in place during the new moon. Then there's the waxing gibbous phase. I believe that's how that's pronounced. I should know this, but I do not. This is a time for refining and expanding our efforts based on the challenges and whatnot that we faced during that first quarter phase. And then there's the full moon. This is the illumination phase, the realization, the early culmination. Anything that you set into place during the new moon, any small intentions will start manifesting during this full moon phase here. And then we start making our way back to the new moon 2 weeks from there, coming into the waning gibbous phase, which is about integration, sharing insights, start integrating these new realizations into our life and these new manifestations. And then there's the last quarter. This is where we start releasing what no longer serves us. Then there's the waning crescent phase. A little bit of light left right there, right? This is a good time for rest, reflection, and preparation for the next cycle. But then there's the 6-month lunar cycle. Each new moon initiates a cycle that culminates 6 months later at the corresponding full moon in the same sign. So this new moon is in Pisces. This one plants the seeds of intention. The full moon, this is the new moon, pardon. The full moon in Pisces 6 months later represents the deeper, more profound culmination of what was set in motion. This 6-month cycle allows for growth, refinement, and alignment with the intention, challenges and adjustments that shape its final form, and unexpected shifts that reveal what was truly meant to manifest. But this new moon, this is a new moon in the North Node, a call to destiny. This particular new moon is in the North Node, which is highly significant because the North Node represents stepping into the unknown. It represents fated growth that we are fated to experience. It represents spiritual evolution. A new moon in the North Node is a cosmic invitation to break away from the past and embrace your higher path, often in a way that feels uncomfortable but necessary. This is where destiny shifts, and sometimes things feel magnetized or accelerated in a way that might just downright force you to confront growth opportunities. This is not an ordinary new beginning. No, this new moon in the North Node is amplified, okay? Very highly amplified. This North Node amplifies this moon's power, making the intention set now carry long-term karmic weight. We're talking 20 years here, 18 and a half, 19 years, till the North Node comes back into Pisces again. Since the North Node relates to where we are meant to go, even if we resist it, this new moon might bring insights, synchronicities, or a nudge toward your next phase of purpose, especially if you're open to intuitive downloads. Since the South Node represents comfort zones, a new moon in the North Node means letting go of past tendencies that hold you back, often themes linked to the South Node's sign and house placement. So if you have a North Node in Pisces, this particular new moon carries especially a lot of weight for you. Even if you don't have your North Node in Pisces, this is still amplifying the energy of this new moon. But if you say have your North Node in Pisces in perhaps the 8th house, then on the other side of that spectrum, you have a South Node in Virgo in the 2nd house. So this new moon is a call, maybe even a force, to let go of these past tendencies that are holding us back. Things that worked for us before but are no longer supporting our growth and are just inhibiting our growth. Particularly, our spiritual growth, which does manifest emotionally, mentally, and physically. So this is a time to move beyond old patterns of structure that no longer serve evolution and fully step into a higher alignment with your soul's mission. So the general themes of this new moon in Pisces, well, this is not a moon of forceful action, okay? This is one of spiritual alignment, deep emotional healing, and creative visioning. This lunation carries a powerful Pisces stellium, meaning its influence will be deeply introspective, intuitive, and transformative. There were a lot of planets in Pisces with this new moon, when this new moon was in Pisces. So there's a lot of very deep energy going on here. So let's go over the key themes that this will bring. We've got a deepened connection to the divine, emotional cleansing and surrender, heightened intuition and psychic sensitivity, the power of imagination and creativity, releasing illusions and trusting the flow of life. So Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, representing the dissolution of the ego and connection to the higher self. So this is a time that there will be a lot of dissolution of the ego and a lot more connection to one's higher self. This new moon really invites the collective to tap into spiritual awareness. It invites you to meditate and to listen to intuitive nudges. It is a time for prophetic dreams, synchronicities, and messages from beyond the veil, which will manifest. Perhaps they can manifest through your dreams. You could be seeing a lot of signs. They could just be coming in as instant knowings. Now let's go over the emotional cleansing and surrender here that this new moon brings. Pisces, it's a water sign. And with all these planets in its realm, emotions will flow more freely. So you could be realizing a lot of emotions are coming up at this time. There could be a lot of negative emotions. But this is a moon of release, asking us to let go of emotional burdens, old patterns, and attachments that no longer serve us. Forgiveness, compassion, and self-love will be themes that rise to the surface at this time. So as these negative emotions are coming up from the depths of the subconscious and they're coming up to the surface, we're able to realize them more so that we can know, okay, what needs to be released here, you see. As far as heightened intuition and psychic sensitivity, well, this veil between the worlds here is thin. The veil between the physical and the spiritual, making this a very potent time for spiritual downloads, divination, and intuitive insights. Divination being, astrology, for example. Perhaps even other forms of divination, crystal ball readings, if that's what you're into, tarot readings, if that's what you're into. And these forms of divination can be evil. They are frowned upon by most religions, but that's because a lot of the collective would want to use these forms of divination for evil, for worldly gain. This is not how we are to be using these divinations. These divinations are not to be looking into other people's lives so that we can see how we can use things against them and things. This is about self-development, self-realization, understanding ourselves in a way that allows us to evolve. So it's important at this time for us to pay attention to dreams, gut feelings, subtle signs, as they may hold hidden wisdom. You may have already been realizing this. You may have even just been having instant realizations that are wisdom that you didn't have before. So energy workers, healers, and empaths will feel this moon especially strongly. This new moon, it brings the power of imagination and creativity with it too. Pisces rules music, poetry, film, and the arts. This is a powerful lunation for creatives. Creative expression will be heightened, allowing for artistic breakthroughs and divinely inspired work. Whether through painting, writing, or storytelling, this is a time to channel inspiration into tangible form. It's a time for releasing illusions as well. Pisces, ruled by Neptune, can create illusions, escapism, and confusion. So this new moon is an opportunity to see where we've been deceived by others, by circumstances, or even by our own self-delusions. This new moon shines a light on truth dissolving fantasy and revealing what is real beneath the illusions. It's also a call for us to start trusting the flow of life. Unlike moons in earth or fire signs, which encourage control or action, this one calls for surrender and faith. The universe is working behind the scenes. Our job is to trust, flow, and allow things to unfold. So it's time to let go of overanalyzing at this time. Stop trying to force outcomes, because Pisces teaches us that the magic happens when we release control. This doesn't mean to just be like, okay, whatever will happen, I'm not going to do anything at all. No, this means to understand just because things aren't happening in a way that you think they have to happen for particular outcomes to manifest, it doesn't mean those particular outcomes won't manifest. It just means that they're going to manifest in ways that you may not see just yet. This is a moon of deep healing, dream weaving, and spiritual evolution. A cosmic invitation that calls us to soften our hearts, embrace uncertainty, and just trust in the greater forces at work. So if you've been resisting change, this new moon whispers, surrender, and you will find peace. If you've been seeking clarity, it advises, quiet the mind, and the answers will come. If you've been hiding from emotions, it urges you to feel these emotions so that you can release them and let these healing waters cleanse you. This lunation is a threshold, one that leads not through force, but through intuition, inner vision, and trust. Trust in the divine. It is a reminder that in the vast ocean of existence, we are all connected. And in surrendering to the divine flow, we find our truest path, the one that is truly meant for us. The one that brings us to evolution. So now let's go through the new moon in Pisces, through the 12 houses. First, starting with Aries rising. This new moon is in your 12th house, the house of the subconscious, spirituality, endings. So you're really going to be feeling this new moon in Pisces a lot. This is going to be one of the most mystical and introspective new moons of the year for you. With Pisces activating your 12th house, expect vivid dreams, subconscious revelations, and karmic lessons surfacing in ways you may not fully understand yet. You might feel emotionally and spiritually exhausted, as the 12th house dissolves the ego before rebirth. Instead of pushing forward, let yourself surrender to the unknown. This is about trusting the flow rather than forcing clarity. So hidden truths may emerge either through dreams, synchronicities, or quiet moments of introspection, where you're thinking, okay, why did I do this? Why did I do that? Why do I want this? Why do I want that? Pay attention to intuitive nudges at this time, as they may be guiding you toward releasing past burdens and preparing for a brand new chapter when the Aries new moon arrives a month from now. This is a powerful time for you, especially for shadow work, spiritual renewal, meditation, and letting go of limiting beliefs or self-sabotaging behaviors. Solitude and reflection will bring more clarity than external distractions. So listen to the silence, because it does hold the answers. And this doesn't just go for Aries rising. It just goes especially for Aries rising. As far as Taurus rising, this new moon is in your 11th house of community, friendships, hopes, and wishes. So this new moon brings a fresh start in your social circles, long-term goals, and sense of belonging. You may feel called to connect with people who align with your deeper values, or let go of friendships that no longer resonate with you, that no longer serve your higher purpose, that no longer serve your evolution. Your dreams for the future may be shifting at this time. What once seemed important to you may no longer hold the same meaning. So this is a time to realign with your true vision and trust that the right people will appear to support your growth. So be open to new connections at this time and unexpected opportunities, because your future is unfolding in ways you may not see yet. For Gemini rising, this falls in your 10th house of career, public image, and life purpose. So this new moon marks a reset in your career, your reputation, your sense of purpose. You may feel called to align your work with something more meaningful, or to step into a new role that better reflects who you are becoming at this time. If you've been feeling uncertain about your direction, trust your intuition, because it is leading you toward the right path. Public recognition or career shifts may emerge at this time, even if they feel subtle at first. So this is a good time for you to really embrace new opportunities, but don't force immediate clarity. This is the beginning of a long-term transformation in how the world sees you. For Cancer rising, this new moon is in your 9th house of travel, higher learning, and spiritual expansion. So this new moon opens the door to new perspectives, spiritual growth, and a longing for something greater. So you may feel called at this time to explore new beliefs, study mystical or philosophical subjects, such as the chakra system, astrology, things like that. Metaphysics, quantum physics even. You may be feeling called at this time to embark on a journey, whether physical or mental, that will bring more clarity regarding spiritual evolution. So if you felt stuck in routine, this is your cosmic push right now to break free of those routines that have you feeling stuck, and to expand your horizons. A new way of thinking or a shift in belief systems could reshape your path in ways you don't see yet. So trust where your curiosity leads you. The answers you seek are waiting beyond your comfort zone. Much beyond your comfort zone. For Leo rising, this new moon is in your 8th house of transformation, shared resources, and intimacy. This new moon signals deep transformation, emotional renewal, and release. The 8th house, this governs rebirth, intimacy, hidden truths, making this a time to shed old fears, embrace vulnerability, and trust the unknown. So you may be feeling drawn at this time to healing past wounds, reassessing financial ties, or deepening an intimate connection. This is also a powerful moment for shadow work, facing what has been buried so you can emerge much stronger moving forward. So surrender to the process. Whatever is leaving your life now is making space for something more aligned with your evolution. Virgo rising, this new moon is falling in your 7th house of relationships, partnerships, one-on-one connections, long-term relationships and partnerships, long-term contracts. So this new moon marks a fresh start in relationships that are long-term, romantic, business, or close personal connections. You may gain clarity at this time on what you truly need from a partner, or feel called to let go of dynamics that no longer align with your growth. If you're single at this time, a karmic or spiritually significant relationship could enter your life. If you're in a relationship at this time, this is a time to deepen emotional intimacy or address hidden feelings. So trust your intuition when it comes to long-term partnerships. The connections forming right now or shifting right now are guiding you toward greater alignment. Libra rising, this new moon is in your 6th house of health, daily routine, work, and service. So this new moon brings a reset in your daily life, health, and work habits. It's a time for you to listen to your body and intuition. What routines truly nourish you and what drains you? You may be feeling drawn at this time to be at this time to more mindful or spiritual practices, such as meditation, energy work, or creative approaches to productivity. Small changes in your daily habits can have a very profound impact on your well-being at this time. So pay attention to subtle signs about your work and your health. Your body and intuition are speaking to you, so make space at this time to hear them. For Scorpio rising, this new moon in Pisces is falling in your 5th house of creativity, romance, joy, and children. So this new moon is a creative and emotional reset, reigniting your passion, joy, and self-expression. If you've been feeling uninspired or disconnected from what makes you truly happy, this is your cue right now to embrace playfulness more so and creativity again. So romance may take on a more dreamy, spiritual, or faded quality for you at this time. It's important for you to be open to new connections or a fresh perspective in love, but also to stay mindful of illusions. Pisces energy can blur reality. So this is a time to follow what lights you up, whether it's art, music, writing, or simply allowing yourself to just enjoy life more. Your heart is guiding you. It's time to listen to your heart more. For Sagittarius rising, this new moon is in your 4th house of home, family, inner foundations. So this new moon signals a very deep emotional reset within your home, your family, and your inner world. So you may feel a pull to redefine what security, belonging, and emotional stability really mean to you at this time. Old family patterns or past wounds could surface, not to haunt you, but to be acknowledged and released. This is a powerful time for you to create a more peaceful and spiritually aligned living space, whether through decluttering, redecorating, or even considering a move. So listen to your intuition regarding your roots at this time. Healing the past clears the path for a stronger foundation in the future. For Capricorn rising, with this new moon in your 3rd house of communication, learning, siblings, short journeys, this new moon is going to bring a reset in the way that you think, speak, and process information. Your words may carry more weight at this time, so be mindful of what you say, what you write, what you affirm, as your thoughts are shaping your reality more so at this time. So it's a very powerful time for journaling, for learning, and deepening your intuitive communication. You may be feeling drawn at this time to express yourself in a brand new way, or diving into spiritual and creative studies at this time. So pay attention to synchronicities, signs, and messages from the universe, because the insights that you receive right now are guiding you toward a new way of seeing your truth and speaking your truth. Aquarius rising, you don't get all the special stuff because you work at McDonald's. Okay, fine, you do get the special stuff. There's nothing wrong with working at McDonald's. It probably wouldn't kill me to get a job at McDonald's at this time. Get a little bit of extra money in that portfolio so I can really start shining. Matter of fact, though, this is what we're actually going to talk about right here, because this new moon in Pisces is in your 2nd house of finances, self-worth, and material security. So this new moon, you know what? I'm going to do you one better, Aquarius rising. And this is for one of y'all, not all of y'all. If it resonates, though, hey, take it. Yeah. I'm going to give you a little something special here. Boom, you get your own little background. Get your little hearts up in the corners and all that, too. Get your little flame on. See, this new moon marks a reset in your relationship with money, self-worth, and material stability. So it's a powerful time for you to reflect on what truly adds value to your life. Not just financially, but emotionally and spiritually. So trust your intuition at this time when it comes to financial matters and self-investment. At this time, you may be feeling drawn to really realigning your income with your higher purpose, or shifting how you define success in general. At this time, old scarcity mindsets and limiting beliefs around money and security are ready to be released, baby. Let those beliefs go. Release that nonsense. Your worth is not just measured in your material wealth. Believe in your own value. And I know this is not a very easy thing to do, especially in the world that we live in today, where most people measure their self-worth based on their material stability. But you are worth much more than what your material stability will suggest. You are much more than that. So do not let your material really define how worthy you feel moving forward. This is no time for that nonsense. It's time to let that nonsense go. This is much easier said than done, I know, because this particular situation really hits close to home for me, especially at this time. Because, as I said earlier, I have my South Node in Virgo in the second house. The opposite of my North Node in Pisces in the 8th house. So this is a very significant situation. You have to realize that your self-worth is measured, or rather it should be measured, based on your mental and emotional security as well. Your mental and emotional stability, and especially your spiritual stability. Who are you deep down within your soul? Don't let the material world dictate how much you feel worthy. It doesn't matter whether you're super rich or not. It just does. Okay? I mean, when you realize that your self-worth can be based on your mental and emotional and spiritual state, then all those old beliefs that you have regarding material stability, financial stability, they will start to fade away. And it will attract more material stability into your life off of that. So again, let go of those old mindsets revolving around money and material security. Stop believing that you can't do this and you can't do that. Yes, you can. Believe in your own value. Let that nonsense go. Finally, last but not least, Pisces rising. Usually the last, right? But with this new moon in your first house, maybe not so much at this time. Because this new moon is in your first house of identity, self-image, and personal growth. This is your personal reset button. With this new moon in your personal first house, a new cycle is beginning for you right now, pushing you toward reinventing yourself, pushing you toward clarity of yourself, pushing you toward more self-discovery. The first house rules identity and presence, making this a time for you to redefine how you see yourself and how the world sees you. You may feel an urge to change something about yourself. Maybe your mindset, your appearance, your overall direction in life. Self-image isn't just about your appearance, though. Self-image also comes from within. So at this time, your intuition is especially heightened, and people are really drawn to your energy more than usual. So trust where you're feeling pulled right now. This is your time. to step into who you truly are. So to start closing this video out, let me say this. When one door opens, another door closes. As we step into the energy of this new moon in Pisces, we are reminded that endings are only the beginning of something deeper. This is a time to surrender to the flow, to trust in the unseen, and to embrace the wisdom that comes through intuition, dreams, and divine timing. Take this moment to realize that when you open a door to your future and you step in, closing the door behind you, you're not closing the same door that you just opened. The door that opens takes you to your future. The door that closes takes you to your past. And that is why we say when one door opens, another door closes. So will you answer the call to surrender to the divine plan? Because Pisces teaches us that true power isn't found in control. It's found in faith. It's found in trusting that the divine has a way forward even when you do not see it. The more we let go of rigid expectations, the more we align with what's truly meant for us. So if you've been feeling the weight of old structures and patterns that no longer serve your highest self, this lunation invites you to dissolve them like waves of water, returning to the oneness that they are with the rest of the ocean, leaving behind only the essence of what's real, what's pure, and what's truly yours. So listen to your soul and rise to higher realms, beings of love and light. Set your intentions not from the mind, but from the soul. Let them be guided by your highest vision, your deepest knowing, and your heart's quiet whispers. The universe is listening as it speaks through you. Are you ready to trust what it's telling you? So, future beings of the fifth dimension that is heaven, thank you all for watching. If this message resonated with you, if you like this video, be sure to like it so that we can get these messages out to other people. This is not about money. This does not make money. This is about spreading light and helping other people evolve. And if you found that this message may help you do that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you can be updated when I release more videos in the future, so that we can stay connected as we continue this journey of alignment, awakening, and ascension, baby. Until next time, trust the flow, honor your intuition, stay grateful, and remember, everything you seek is already within you. Be yourself, the unconditional love that you are in your truest essence, beings of love and light. Again, thank you for watching. I'll talk to y'all in the next video.